That City of Corpus Christi City Council election after several additional runoff elections where you voted for those. So those were four city council seats that were up for grabs. Current seat holder for District 1, Everett Roy, beat out Joy Miller with 67% of the vote. Roy will continue to oversee the Cal Ellen area to North Beach and downtown along the I-37 corridor. For District 2, incumbent Ben Molina will continue his work representing the Cole Park and Del Mar College area after beating out Sylvia Campos by 59%. In the semi-controversial race for the District 3 City Council seat, Roland Barrera has won with 54% of the vote. You might remember Cantu filed a lawsuit claiming Barrera was late in filing some campaign documents, so a judge actually ruled Barrera will still be eligible to run, or would still be eligible to run, of course, but would still be punished for missing that deadline. And then lastly, Gil Hernandez won over Paul Thurman, taking over for Rudy Garza to represent District 5, which makes up much of the south side of Corpus Christi. That was with 65% of the votes there.